Hail Satan and welcome back to another epic Type QQ video. We're going for that 1cc Yoon run again on Bullet Soul. And intro you may have heard 50 times already. If this is your first, welcome aboard, and I'll explain real quick what we're doing. We're looking to beat this game with this particular character. Police girl with her police car, with her police lasers. We're looking to beat this game, and our stock continues there. The two blue ships there with a third, counting as our 0 lives type of setup. I think in the third level or so we'll get a free man. So essentially we're talking about 4 lives here with 3 bombs apiece. We got auto bomb on, so each time we're going to get hit, it's going to spam a bomb out and protect our life, provided we don't just waste our bombs as well or make weird mistakes. So getting that out of the way, getting away the sort of information for the newbies out of the way. A couple things made me worry about this run. It's been a little while since my last run where we actually reached the last boss. Just work, life, that sort of thing, and didn't immediately get a chance to capitalize on hitting that final boss that last run. So I was hoping that the time away from Bullet Soul didn't cost us familiarity with the game. And then secondly, I got a new keyboard and a really nice keyboard on that one of the Steel Series ones. I forget the model right now, but one of the reasons I got it, not just for its glowing buttons, but it actually has 6 arrow keys. So it has its up, down, left, right, but also diagonal left, up, and diagonal up, right. And I saw that and I was like, wow, how perfect is that for games like this, where I can get the extra motion instead of hitting 2 buttons at once. I can creep over and grab a diagonal button. So, yet, even with the new keyboard and the time away, I was like, man, I wonder if my fingers are going to just be unfamiliar with these buttons, and we'll make some mistakes. So those are a couple things that were in my mind while doing this run. But they didn't really play into a big factor. First level boss here, and if you watched other runs before, you've seen some of the mistakes we've made with this guy. With the last run before this, one of the more peculiar errors. Didn't make it that time. We were able to put a bomb out, cause a lot of damage, and then pick that bomb up to keep our stock healthy. Why we did that is if we picked up another bomb while with 3 in the canister there, it would have effectively gone away, that sort of thing. And the bomb would have bounced around long enough to leave the screen eventually. So that was about as good as we can ask for the first level there. Second level here as well. Let a couple weird little ships go by there. A little unlike us, but then again, I was kind of wondering maybe I'm just a little out of practice, on a new machine with a new controller in my hand, rather, new keyboard. But I didn't feel it was going to be that problematic. This game is the arrow keys and just a couple buttons I can hold. So regardless of that, it's a new keyboard. It shouldn't play that much into play that much of a factor. However, I have noticed that these keys, compared to my other ones, they're kind of lower keys compared to the traditional sort of half-inch cap keyboard keys. So I feel that the arrow keys that I have on this one are going to be a bit more responsive than last. As it, not that we need to talk about fucking arrow keys all I'll run, you know, like I'm some sort of like 1950s typewriter or something, typewriter enthusiast or something, you know. But I did find that responsiveness in this keyboard did beat the sort of stock cyber power, you know, keyboard that came with the computer. You know, which has served me well. You know, it's not a bad keyboard. You know, it has plenty of functions, but yeah, a few less arrow keys, you know, taller keys, so maybe not as responsive as I would have liked. So we're level 2 here, still pretty pedestrian when it comes to things, making things a little bit more problematic there than I needed to be, but didn't cause that much of an issue. I think that's kind of what happens when you're a little out of practice, is that you know, you just kind of relax on things, and things kind of take advantage of that sort of thing. Dropped an early bomb there. I remember this boss having some intro patterns that had kind of taken me by surprise before, so I opted to just drop a bomb and pick up that bomb to keep our stock full. Although in retrospect, I may have confused that with the third boss instead of the second boss. All the same, you know. All the same, if I knew that the bomb was going to bounce there forever, you know, I would hesitate to use it. But you know, it does worry me that, you know, the very second I'll get hit by a shot, you know, the bomb will bounce off the screen, and I'll have squandered it. I would have squanched it. Oh, geez, Rick, you squanched that bomb. That's it. That's your cartoon reference, your game bound reference of the day, for the week, for the month, for the ever. I don't do references, you know. I'm not going to date myself with shitty music references or movie references. Taking a hit there, as you would when you're running into the corner from bullets. That's kind of the place to get hit by bullets, right there in the corner. But you know, when you're talking about the larger scheme of things, one bomb down from your full stock at the end of level 2, not the worst thing ever. We could have certainly done worse. So, you know, effectively one hit in over 2 stages. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. However, this is the stage of the purple bastard. We have now made, you know, a mental note and a wanted poster for this asshole. He has stolen many of hits from us in the past. So he is certainly has risen up the ranks of public enemy number 1. He'll show his ugly face sometime soon coming up, and we'd like to think if we've made any sort of corrections to our runs, we've corrected this guy's life expectancy to fucking nothing. Welcome, purple bastard. You fucking asshole. You know, and for this level 3, he does fire some fast bullets. There he goes. Right back to where he deserves to be. Getting butt fucked by Satan, that fucking asshole. Oh, I failed to mention this. I should have done this earlier in the video, but as you may have noticed, I've got some cool new graphics on the old YouTube page. Right there, new banner, new avatar. Yeah, my buddy Jim from Gamebound. As much as I rip on those guys are close friends of mine, and they, you know, Jim's a talented artist, and I'd asked him some time ago to, like, hey man, I don't think the 10 people I have subscribed to me care right now, but you know, you know, what am I trying to say? To be real, I mean, they may not appreciate seeing an actual dead corpse on YouTube, especially if if I have a younger viewer or a parent. Not that I give two flippin' fucks. I don't even give one flipping fuck. But maybe maybe they didn't ask to see it. Not that a corpse is the most offensive thing, especially given the backstory of those type of mummy characters. I was like, when you get a chance, you mind cartooning me out one? And he did a really swell job of doing that, making my channel look a lot more professional than it actually is. Yeah. So now people are going to look at my page and think, shit, this place is professional. Click on a video and be greatly disappointed, but all the same, it's very cool. Nice looking image. Spruced up the place. Removed a bit of morbid nonsense out of it. However, nobody knows what lies just underneath that cartoon layer. The corpse still remains just a little behind the surface, as they do. And here we are with the sort of like a middle boss, a little carrier for that big bug that we'll see later on. And this is certainly an area in the game where they start to put the gas on a little bit. Introduce these little bug-ass characters that zoom onto the stage and shoot a ton of bullets. So I've gone on to adapt that to my sort of concentrated beam. So if I catch them in that beam, they are promptly removed from the game. In this particular area here, they're trying to push you around, and I try to stay firm as much as I want. Play aggressive on that guy, on that bullet sponge there. Take him out as quick as I can, so he's not shielding too many of his buddies behind him. And there'll be another one sometime soon. There he is again, trying to crawl up on him. I don't think I'm going to very much, but he looks like he kind of crawled up on us and ate a ton of bullets, so. But you certainly don't want to play these guys' game about moving and moving too far if you can help it. As much as I like to move around the screen, you don't really want to play their game. Stage 3 boss, we've got that big bug alien. And he does have some things that move you around. Particularly one that concerns me is one later on when he's just about dead. He does have that sort of blue web there with some big pink shields like that, and he kind of combos it together. And it's taken some lives from us before. And there's a free life. Speaking of which, he gives us a life there. Not him particularly, but But that's a pattern later on that I'm concerned with, because it is tricky. I have found just killing him before it gets too nasty is kind of the way to go. So far this boss I feel is actually kind of easier than bosses before it. He has a couple kind of challenging but kind of fun. Like this one's a challenging pattern, but I've always enjoyed this type of stuff. It's kind of cut and dry of what you have to do. It's no curveballs, no challenges there. It's just kind of being in the right place at the right time. Moving me around. Fun stuff there. The only thing I worry about bouncing around up top there is that if he's spawning bullets and I just walk into, it's happened certainly in the past, but it's kind of a good way to kind of a good way to reset your footing, as it were. And there I take a real aggressive approach of like, not this time, buddy, and just putting the shoes back on and booking it through the layers of pink bullets there, and it really worked out that time, so maybe something we need to do. An unfortunate hit there, just a second before this asshole died, but hey, not the worst thing that happened, and we've actually protected that one up pretty well. We got 2 bombs going into the next level, and yeah, so far so good, really, when it comes to how we've been doing lately. We haven't reached this level and this type of health before, so it's certainly a good thing. If things go as it is, we'll probably go further than we have in the past. So it's certainly a good thing. And this is a baffling thing. That guy, I'm not sure what's up with that sort of teleporting cross thing. Usually, I take him out before he even becomes even before his bullets reach. Maybe it's because I didn't pick up that P before he showed up, that I was a little bit weaker than I should be. But for the most part, he doesn't. His bullets never reach you, and you kill him. Ugh, another ugly hit there. But I mean, like I was saying, this time he just showed up, hit you, and dies. So that's peculiar. But unfortunately, we just lost our 2 comfy bombs that were protecting that free life, just like that. So it's a bit upsetting for sure. Just tearing this boss apart. This is a fun boss. I do enjoy this guy, where he's just a big clunky boss taking up half the screen, and you reset your concentrated fire on a new part of them and just tear them apart. Big ribbons of pink bullets. Easy to spot, easy to see, easy to dodge. He goes down. And some of these waves that follow can get pretty messy when we're talking about this sort of green warp area that comes next. They like to mix up these big bullet sponges with little bastards that cause a lot of havoc. And we're making some okay moves there to avoid complete annihilation. And here's here, and look, check my shit out. Look at that. Sneaking up the side of the stage there and just avoiding confrontation. Concentrated fire, slowly moving. See if I can take down what I can. And doing pretty well until fucking reinforcements arrive. Then they sneak a win out of me, and then now we lost that free man. It's unfortunate, but that's how it is. And that's it. They're taking another bomb out of us. But this area is a bit hard, so an unfortunate death and getting hit a couple times there, but it really could be worse. A little bit more of bullet sponges with little bastards. What I try to do sometimes is leave a concentrated fire on the big ship, move about with my primary fire, and take down who I can, but kind of like so, like that there. Tons of jerks there. And I think that's going to wrap it up for this level. I think, yeah, there's the bomb. So, if you're ignoring a few details here and there, this is our normal beginning stock. If you want to ignore the bombs we would be getting each level and the free men that we received. Still, that fucking little twist at the end of this fucking road of death fuck this guy. And I saw it coming, and I moved, and I thought I moved enough, and I didn't move enough. Fuck that stupid fucking pattern. My God. You know, it's one of those things you see it from a mile away, like, all right, I'm going to move. I'm moving, don't worry. And it still fucking hits you. You're like, good fucking God. What are you supposed to do? But, you know, it's not like we're making new mistakes. We're just making the same mistakes over and over. But we've corrected some along the way, so that's okay. Got hit there, you know, and just kind of stood there while that pink bullet came right out, slowly went across us. But I mean, I'm not too surprised either. Sometimes these double speed patterns really play mind games with me, and I concentrate on one speed pattern and not the other. And of course, as those like faster pink, purple ones are coming, the slow pink ones just drop in, and then we're just getting lit up by this boss. I think it's primarily because some of those patterns have these sort of two speeds layered onto each other, and that causes a lot of headache here. But it looks like, you know, kind of like in other bosses where Yoon likes to distribute her damage to a lot of different areas. This guy just falls apart on us. So we're hoping we don't lose this life before we can reach the next level. It looks like we're gonna be fine. Looks like it's gonna try to kick us up around. And that's gonna be the end of him, I think. Yep, there it is. Not a lot of bonuses. But hey, something we haven't done in the past. We brought our 3 lives to the final boss. I mean, it should be maybe 4 lives, I'm thinking. You know, that's kind of what we're looking for. But, you know, we started with 3, and we dragged every last one of those 3 to the final stage at least. So hopefully we can keep that going and reach the final boss and put him down. Unfortunately, you know, as the format goes here, if you're hearing my voice, we didn't make it. So I can't really keep you on the edge of your seat like that and say, hey, shit, we're gonna fucking kill the last boss. But you know what? We're making progress. We're, you know, I think there were a couple factors to maybe cause a setback, but they didn't. So, which is good. It's a pleasant surprise. And to be completely honest, I don't hate these later levels. These levels that really pollute the whole screen with bullets. There's a sort of, I don't know how to explain it, you know. I think it's because I think it's because, you know, the game's programmed not to unfairly kill you. You know, every time I die, it's because I've miscalculated something or I made a bad mistake. So even though there's a lot of enemies, a lot of bullets going on, everything's been premeditated to get you out of it. You know, just like that. You know, I was just a dumbass and just walked right in the side of that pink laser. So what I'm trying to say is, although there's a lot of nonsense going on, boy, bleeding here. Big giant ninja star asshole hit me. Let me see if I can complete this thought, huh? Although there's a lot going on the screen, I feel it does take care of you and kind of guide you into a sort of safe zone, even if the screen is like 95% bullets. You know, there are escape routes, and there are places and things to do to keep yourself safe regardless. So we've taken more damage than we have liked to on the stage, but things like that we didn't take advantage of last time. So, you know, in some ways we've saved ourselves a life there. And here's what I'm saying is that, you know, despite the fact that these guys are giving us a ton of problems, you know, they are just kind of holding your hand and saying, hey, just go up around here. Just go up around the stage and you'll be fine. You know, it's, you know, the AI in this game, or at least in these enemies, isn't particularly, like, adaptive to you. They're pretty much going to do the same thing every run. You know, they're going to either not aim at you or aim at you. So you can learn the strategies of these enemies, if whether or not they're just going to aim at you a few times and fire some bullets and kind of just, you know, push you along the side or up the wall of the screen. You know, and you can take advantage of that. Take advantage of that AI. So we've got 3 bombs. Hopefully they stick. We got a bit more of these guys. Did they steal a hit there? Or 2. My God. Are we going to reach the final boss? Okay, it looks like we are, but with 2 bombs on our final life. So, relatively kind of the same we did last round, or the last run. I think was 2 bombs as well. Big ribbons with a sort of a smattering of blue bullets here. Nothing too wild, except for the fact that, you know, we haven't seen it and played with it a whole lot. That's the difficulty of this boss. The difficulty of this boss right now is that we just haven't seen it enough. I've considered, you know, playing on and beating this boss on a 2cc run or what have you, but I don't know. I'm just not in the mood to that. You know, there goes our first life, and where do you think it was? Right there in the corner. No excuse for that pattern, just patterns we haven't seen before. And there it is, just patterns we haven't seen before, and taking the L there. But that's going to be it for this run. We're going to do some more Bullet Souls later on. So if you like what you see, subscribe, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, leave a thumbs down, leave a fuck you, leave a Hail Satan, leave a Trojan virus. Alright? Till next time. Thanks, guys.